Evening, dearest beloveds. It is a pleasure and an honor to be here tonight. I am Mary Magdalene, and I have come forward this evening to be able to speak to you all. There is much happening on your earth. There has been a huge amount of shifts, particularly very recently, but over the last couple of years. You will all have felt the vibrational change, one on your planet, but then also in your own physical body and your energetic body. You will have noticed the shift in the consciousness, as well as for you personally. This is going to continue to evolve. The vibration on Earth is going to continue to rise. It will not always be as intense as it is at the moment, but this time period is necessary to create the shifts in consciousness, the shifts in time, the correct and the necessary change in the timelines, in this big shift that is happening at the moment. It is necessary to happen in the time frame that it is. You have much assistance from many. The Galactic Council is just one of the many groups that are assisting Earth right now. You have the Ascended Masters, the Goddesses, many galactic beings, many beings from other realms. There are many beings in the Earth that are assisting you all right now. Many that you are not aware of, that they are so slowly making themselves present and slowly making themselves known to certain individuals that have the frequency to be able to connect with these very wise and very powerful beings. They have remained dormant for many years. They are now awakening and starting to want to communicate, to be able to assist in this ascension. Many of you will have been able to connect to the dragon realm and to allow them to come forward and to assist again with this ascension. The dragons have not been able to access the vibration on Earth for some time. But now the vibration of Earth and all her beings on it have reached a level of frequency that enables them to come forward and to be able to connect. Dragons bring with them the ability to be able to shift dimensions. They bring with them the knowledge of being able to move between dimensions and are here to be able to guide and teach you to be able to live in a more multidimensional reality. The more that they work with you, they will be able to shift your perspective on time. They will be able to move your awareness so that you begin to be able to travel between dimensions, between realms, and for this to become effortless. There is much that your bodies are going through at the moment, your physical bodies, your energetic bodies, your mental and your light bodies, all are being up-leveled and upgraded. This is happening due to the amount of light codes that are flooding onto your planet, the solar flares, the portals that you are going through. All of this is assisting you in being able to raise your own personal vibration. The more that you can surrender to this activation, the easier that you will find your transition through this period. The more resistance that you have, that you will find that you find it more difficult to actually move and transition. That there will be days where you feel that you can't actually move forward. There is a lot of fatigue that happens during these processes, during these transitions and upgrades. The more that you can listen and observe your body, and be able to support it. If it requires more sleep, allow this. If it requires a change in diet, allow this. If it requires more movement, allow yourself to be guided by your body. Your body is designed to go through these upgrades, but there needs to be a level of allowance. There needs to be a level of surrender. This will ease the flow. It does not mean to say that you will not be impacted by these changes. It just means that it will be smoother than if you resisted and did not listen to your body and its needs. Just be aware that the needs are changing. So what worked previously will not necessarily work now. So that is why it is imperative that you listen. You follow your guidance. You follow your intuition. Know that things are shifting rapidly on your planet, on Earth at the moment. So therefore, you need to be able to access your intuition more readily. But because of the increase in vibration, you are able to access this more than you have ever been able to before. So do not concern yourself, dear ones, that you will not be able to receive the guidance necessary. You are all capable of this. You all have the ability to be able to receive guidance. It is a question of listening to this rather than actually receiving it. My advice would be to spend time each day just allowing this guidance to come in. It does not have to be an extended period of time, but just that regular communion with your guides, with your higher self, with your physical body, giving that space to which to receive the guidance. This will again assist in this transition period. It will allow that flow that is so necessary. These are the times that we have all been waiting for. These are the times that we have been working towards for millennia, to allow this new level of consciousness to be seeded, to be birthed onto the earth, to allow humanity to be able to live from this higher consciousness once again, to live in balance, to live in harmony, to live in union, within and without, within your own body, to be in union and balance, but also outside of yourself, to be able to live in balance with each other, to have the wisdom, to be able to understand that the collective is as important as the self, to know that that balance is required for all to be able to ascend. You have all agreed to be here at this time on Earth. This is very unprecedented times. You are being asked to embody your divinity. You are being asked to bring this higher level of consciousness, of awareness into your physical vessels and actually live as ascended masters, walking the earth again. You all have this capacity and capability. For some, it will take longer than others to achieve this state, but there is no rush. Do not think that you should be further along your path than you are. You are all exactly where you are meant to be. There is no better or worse. There are just different levels of vibration. And this different level of vibration corresponds to where you are on your journey and what your soul wishes to experience. Everything is unfolding just as it is. Do not go into fear, thinking that you should be further along. There is no further along or further behind. There just is. Comparison with your fellow beings serves no purpose. Focus on your journey. Focus on where you are. And focus on where you wish to be and where you wish to go. This is your path. This is what you are here to do, to be able to embody more of who you are, not compare yourself to others or where they perceive to be on their journey. Your light in all of you shines so brightly. It is an honor to be here this evening and to be able to talk to you all. You are all a vessel for the divine. You are all here to make a difference. You are all here to help the collective. You are all here to allow this ascension process to proceed and to assist your Earth in taking her place as an ascended planet once again in the galaxy. This will happen. This is happening. And it is happening in exactly the right time frame. Things are shifting and moving and unfolding exactly as it should. Trust in yourself. Trust in us. And allow yourself to flow with this process. Do we have any questions, my dear?
We do, thank you. So the first question is, change often raises fear, which can stop us in our tracks. What advice is there to manage this?
Thank you, my dear. Change indeed does raise the level of fear in people. It always has, and no doubt it always will to an extent, because it is inherently that lack of control. Change is the unknown. You cannot control the unknown. You do not know the outcome. It is a path that you have not trodden before. Allowing yourself to understand this concept and understand where your fear stems from helps to bring awareness to that and know that you cannot control, no matter how hard that you try. What will assist in this is the more that you can appreciate why this level of fear has risen in you, but then to allow yourself to breathe and just surrender and let go. I do not say these words lightly because they are not easy to do, and we do appreciate that. Breathing through these times, breathing through that fear, allowing that surrender, this does not come easy. Maybe using a visualization that will help you to be able to surrender and let go a little bit more would be of benefit. Choosing a visualization that helps you to feel calmer, helps you to feel more relaxed and helps you to feel that you are actually going with that flow and not allowing your fear to control the outcome. We do not necessarily suggest that you use the visualization which our medium does. She visualizes herself walking to the edge of a cliff and throwing herself off. We do not necessarily agree that this is the best visualization, but it does work for her. So we suggest that you think of something that would work for you, that brings a calmness back to your body, back to your physical vessel, and allows the anxiety and the fear to subside a little bit. And just know that there is no time. There is only the now. So this change, this future, it is already here. It is done. So in some ways, there is nothing to fear. You have already moved through this change, through this time. You are already living in a multidimensional ascended planet. We hope that this has been useful.
Thank you. Could you advise for those people wanting to connect with the energy of the Magdalene, how best to do that?
Thank you for the question. The energy of the Magdalenes has been rising significantly on Earth for the last couple of years. This energy, this lineage has gone on since I walked the Earth. The energy of the Magdalenes does not originate just from myself. There were 3 others that created this Magdalene lineage, and it has been passed down the bloodline for generations and generations. But it is now time to bring it out of the secrecy, out of the darkness, and to allow the light to shine on this feminine power, this necessary feminine energy that will allow this balance to be brought to Earth. You can connect to this energy by connecting directly to myself, calling me into your energy, allowing me to support you and guide you. There are many practitioners of the Magdalene energy now, the rose energy. They too will be able to support you on your journey if you do not feel that you are able to connect directly with myself. But it is about bringing that awareness to the Magdalene energy and connecting in with it. And there are certain locations across your Earth that possess more focus on this energy. Obviously in France, in the Avalon energies, in the Rosalind Chapel, there is much that has been documented about where the rose line and where these energies have accumulated to be able to make it easier and more powerful to connect in with this Magdalene energy. But the Magdalene lineage is more than that. It is about recognizing the sacred divinity, the sacred feminine energy within all of you, allowing that sacredness, allowing that feminine energy, the divine feminine, to be part of who you are, to recognize the strength and the power that you all carry within you. This is the energy that needs to come to the fore. This is the energy that you are ultimately connecting with, is that energy of the self. But I urge you, if you wish to work with this energy more, call upon me to assist. I will always answer your call. I will always guide you in the direction that is necessary for your journey, for your path. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. And we have one more question, if that's okay.
Thank you.
Because of this fear, how do we say no with love? There's enough anger around.
It is indeed difficult with all the fear and the anger that surrounds you in your collective, in your community, in different areas of Earth. There is that rising of a general kind of fear, which brings out a lot of anger and unwanted emotions. It is not always easy to deal with this. One, for being very sensitive and not to be able to take that energy on board as your own. And then also it can trigger you in ways that brings up more fear and anxiety within you. It is not easy to practice discernment. It is not easy to put boundaries in place and to keep that distance sometimes, particularly when they are close family or friend members. So sometimes it is necessary to keep that distance, to be discerning who and what you focus your energy on. And also pay attention to how it makes you feel in your body. If something that you are focusing on, whether it is on your news or whether it is something that is happening in your local community, and it is causing an unpleasant reaction within you, then you know that you need to say no to absorbing this energy. You need to be able to then focus on something else rather than this. Understanding that this is not about leaving people. This is not about not caring or having compassion, but it is about having compassion for yourself as the utmost, recognizing that you can do the most good in this world when you honor yourself first. And also asking the question, are you focusing on whatever it is that is you are focusing on that is bringing up this fear? Is it serving them? Is it serving the other party as well as is it serving you? And so by saying no, this will become easier for you to be able to practice this word and to be able to distance yourself from what you feel is no longer your path. Sometimes walking this path can feel quite isolated. It can feel like you are not part of the majority, the collective, but you have choices to make. You can either choose to be part of the majority, or you can choose to be part of the few. Knowing that you can say no with love and with compassion, but you can still be detached. You do not have to be drawn into the emotion. You can be physically present within a situation. You can be physically present with other people, but you do not have to be drawn in and triggered emotionally by what is happening. With practice, you can remain centered and anchored, still in full love and compassion, but with that detachment That means that you do not lose yourself in the process. You can be with others. You can walk this path with others. But you do not have to be triggered by them. You do not have to move in tandem with them. You can remain anchored and firm within your own energy, knowing when it is acceptable to say yes and when it is acceptable to say no. Equally, both of them can be said with that love and compassion, that the more that you love and are compassionate towards yourself, the easier you will find it to be discerning with others and to be able to know when it is necessary to put those boundaries in place and to focus on your journey and your path. This is not being selfish. This is self-love. And it is a journey to recognize the difference. But it is part of walking with the divine feminine, part of walking with the goddess, is recognizing that you do not need to people please. You are not here to serve others. You are here to bring joy and peace with yourself and to embody all of that. It is your journey and yours alone, and therefore you have the choices to make. It will not always be easy, but they are necessary. And know that as you keep moving forward on this path, you will find it easier and easier to be more discerning with your energy and where you wish to place your energy, particularly as you are moving through these ascension energies, your energy becomes more critical. So you wish to conserve your energy. So therefore you will become more discerning of where you wish to place your energy and your focus. I hope this has answered your question.
I'm sure it has, my friend. We don't currently have any more questions.
I will thank you for your time and your energy this evening. It has been a great pleasure to be able to come through and to be able to converse with you in this way. I hope my words has helped and brought some comfort and understanding and wisdom to people. I thank you.
Thank you, my friend.